Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jennifer Irene and I am here today because I'm very excited about the full moon, which is actually happening today on the 24th of February 2024. So we are in the middle of this whole energy. We are in the middle feeling all of the nuances of the spectrum, and I feel that it is indeed a very, very powerful full moon. So I'm happy to share something here. I chose the video format also because those of you who are in the Telegram know that I love writing, but sometimes there are moments where you speak more fluently and it comes more naturally. So I think it's also the scope of the all of the things happening, because it is a lot, and we are in a time right now where the things happening feel intensely dramatic and karmic, and that's also exactly what's going on right now. So let me guide you a little bit through the energy and share a little bit about my perspectives and visions for this full moon. So if you have not done so already, I invite you to take a seat and take a little bit of time well spent, because you are inquiring about what your consciousness is going through right now, and taking some time to sort through the feelings and emotions and all of the things that we've been witnessing and observing. So yeah, take a glass of water or something else, take a seat and make yourself a little bit cozy, because also this energy of Virgo is about tending to the body, tending to the health. So let's make sure we're comfortable, and let's support our health by just taking a few conscious breaths, a deep breath, a belly breath, an inhale, and an exhale. Reminding yourself to drop your shoulders, allow them to relax, allowing the face to relax as well, the muscles of the jaw, the mouth, the eyebrows, and allowing that relaxation to flow down through your body, down your heart, your stomach, allowing your organs to relax, inviting them to relax, your colon, your intestine, your root, and also your legs, allowing your thighs and your knees to be more relaxed, inviting in the feet and your toes also to relax, and the tips of your fingers as well. Another deep breath. All right. So if you just joined that little 1 minute breathing, then thank you. And if you did not, I invite you maybe to try it after the video, or to rewind and allow yourself to feel if it makes a difference or not. But I'm sure it will. Breathing is a vehicle of energy and guiding with intention. So let me bundle the energy and start off again with the most obvious fact right now is we have a full moon moment, and it's happening in the axes of Pisces and Virgo. So the sun, and it's actually conjunct with Mercury and conjunct with Saturn as well. So these three objects are in Pisces, and right across from that in Virgo is the moon, which means the moon is receiving the full light of the sun right now. It is fully illuminated. And what that means for our consciousness, when we apply the image that we are seeing into the microcosmos of our individual self, and also into the macrocosmos of the collective consciousness, we can see that we are receiving an illumination right now. We are we are being revealed something. We are able to see. And also we are a mirror, a full mirror right now for the consciousness of the sun, which represents the source of consciousness, the inner fire, the inner identity, the beginning of where the self forms, that self being the observer that you are. So in moments of the full moon, we are being revealed. We are also at a moment in a cycle. Well, there are cycles within cycles, but in this cycle, we are just after a new moon, and now we are being revealed a next bigger part of the picture that we can then integrate to then close this cycle and prepare ourselves for the next new moon. But we can also look back, of course, to the previous new moon of Pisces, and then we can also look at bigger and bigger cycles. But for now, let's just focus on the monthly lunar cycles. So with Mercury and Saturn conjunct this sun energy, our identity, our consciousness, and also our ego, also our ability to express personal will, express personal desire, is also connected with our solar plexus, which is our ability to center ourselves and to feel stable and to feel grounded, because we are connected with a sense of what we want, of what we are, of what we feel. That is what identity offers us. And with this this connection, we are also in alignment right now, in conjunction, merging with the energy of Saturn and merging with the energy of Mercury from one side and from the other side. So we have these energies that are highly influencing us in this moment: an energy of authority, of discipline, an energy of structuredness, an energy also of limitations, of borders, of edges, of perceiving a container. So an edge and a border, as everything, has a dual meaning and a dual purpose. So it can be something negative, but it can also be something positive when we use it to create containment that allows for relaxation, that allows for an expansion within a sense of identity, within a connection. And Mercury being the messenger, helping us right now to really receive information from all of the planes, from the upper plane, the lower plane, and to travel between dimensions of the consciousness, so that we can really uncover the deeper layer right now of what was there beneath, and helping us to navigate all of that. And also, of course, relating to information. So not only receiving information, but understanding even the sense of information and forming that information into formation, and therefore being able to communicate to the self inside and to the outer world, which is a reflection. With the moon in Virgo, we really have that intuitive sense. We have that also the place of comfort right now. So tending to the realm of Virgo right now is also what feels very nourishing to us in this moment, and also will help us to really open up and receive that illumination, and to really understand better things about the self when we tend to the realm of Virgo. So the moon in Virgo and the realm of Virgo is connected to a kind of consciousness that is in essence very autonomous. The word Virgo and the word virgin, as we know it today, we relate it to people who have not yet had sex, but that is more of a modern turn on the word. What the original meaning actually implies someone who is sovereign and who is uninfluenced and who is not in direct relation and therefore exposed to interference from something outside of themselves. So being a virgin, being Virgo, is really about harnessing and understanding that inner autonomy, that inner sovereignty, and understanding what actually connects with your life in this moment that maybe has been severely influenced in the past and in the recent past, and also in the long-term past, what has been severely influenced by your outer world, by your relations, by the society you grew up in, or by commitments that you made, and work that you did, and services that you have offered. And understanding what the things that you actually want are and where they come from. And being able to harness back in your sense of self-governance, being able to understand that nurturing yourself entails allowing yourself to actually do what fulfills you. And that fulfillment will offer you up into the world of being in service to that authentic self, and being in service of actually becoming an embodiment, and therefore becoming magnetic and attractive, and being able to manifest all of the things that you desire, because you are actually aligning yourself with that desire. Virgo is exactly that. It is also representing the realm of work, the realm of service, of being in service. But it's not so much the kind of service and work that we've essentially been manipulated and brainwashed into believing that the only type of work and service that we should do in life is connected to things that are hard and things that will allow us to survive, but that we actually don't want to do at all, and that there's no other way, and that we need to suffer, and that we need to put ourselves aside for something else, for other people, for a sense of altruism, for a sense of dedication. And I feel like right now is really a moment where we are reorganizing our neural pathways, our understanding, our definition, and our physical experience and awareness of what kind of service we want to embody, and aligning ourselves with the true service that we are here to play out, and the true work. And therefore finding a road to personal fulfillment, therefore finding a road to collective fulfillment, therefore finding a road where we can rearrange ourselves into the places in life that we actually, if we take up those spaces and those places, then we will actually enhance the whole organism of the earth, the whole organism of a society, the entire organism of this consciousness, when we are aligned and when we are in place into being in service where we actually are called to, from our own inner self, from our own autonomous self. And so right now we're in a moment where this is highlighted at such an extreme level that we feel a really strong drive to move there. And one of the reasons why it's so intense right now is because we also have a conjunction between Chiron and the North Node. So we have the lunar nodes, the North and South Node, and right now they are in Aries and in Libra. And Chiron and the North Node in Aries are conjunct right now. And this has been going on for a while. They've been getting closer and closer, both moving quite slow, and the exact conjunction was already a few days ago. But this energy is really being carried into this full moon, also already carried into the past new moon. And is really a huge topic right now. And it's something that really pushes us outside of our comfort zone. It really expands our ability to really become that Virgo again inside. So what is happening right now with this energy, with Chiron and the North Node, is something that is also very karmic. And it's something that touches upon not only things of the past years, but things of your whole life. So this wound that Chiron represents, and also Chiron is the wounded healer. So it is also the version of yourself that you can become, that you are when you truly are aligning yourself with your deep desires, with your true calling for work and service, and putting your dedication there. Even though you may have wounding in that area, even though you may be afraid, but deep down inside, you feel that moving towards that space is part of your destiny. It's part of why you are here in the way that you chose to embody. And what is so interesting about this axis of Aries and Libra is that it really relates to our relationships. And relationship is everything that the self relates to. So we relate to our immediate environment, the objects. We relate to incoming sensorial information. We relate to smells and to the air and to colors. And we relate also to other people. We relate to ideas and concepts, and we relate to the environment that is shaping us, that is informing us, a cultural environment, a religious environment, a scientific environment. So all of those things are part of our relationship, but also our direct relations with people, because people embody so much and become such intense mirrors that in these relationships is where we also find a vast well of information, of understanding, of just a lot of information. And yes, that can be triggering. And yeah, you've probably been triggered recently. Most of us have been triggered recently. And of course, we are triggered as individual entities, as humans, as one human singular in a body, but we are also triggered as a culture. We are triggered as a country. There are countries that are triggered by each other. And all of these happenings, they're playing out on so many levels, on the individual level, but also, of course, on the political level, on a bigger scope of consciousness, and also in the astral planes. So yeah, this South Node is in Libra, and that also brings us to the awareness that what is coming up right now and what we are looking right across in the face as Chiron, as the wounded healer aspect, is really relating to how we have related in the past. And this can be so far in the past. It can also relate to your past lives, your past soulmate experience, your past karma, and that is now again looking at you in the face. But we are also extremely supported at this time, so we have a huge opening, and we are slowly softening and moving into that realm of healing, because we are able to. But in order to do that, it takes some work, some dedication, some service, and that is also again the energy of Virgo, and the Sun in direct conjunction with Saturn, really bringing us into the awareness of dedication, into the awareness of being a little bit strict, a little bit stern, because we understand the purpose. And so we do it with a joy, with a bliss, and it becomes a fulfillment. And that creates a vortex for traveling into the timeline that you are actually living your higher potential, and it connects you with that higher version of yourself. And another thing that is a really deep aspect right now, I feel, is a sextile to Jupiter between Saturn and the Sun. So this is also an energy that is there, that is present. Jupiter is in Taurus, but in order to fully activate that, it requires our conscious permission, our asking, our will. Jupiter is abundance and protection, and it is self-fulfillment. And Taurus connects us again to the body, to the earth. Virgo is also an earth sign, body, earth. And plants also. So using those tools and also understanding the body, the earth of this body, of your body, and treating it with respect, treating it with a sense of abundance, a sense of fortune, protecting your own body in all of the ways. So taking care of your health and taking care of also the commitments that you need to do to continue on the path that will bring you that betterment of yourself, whatever that may be. Clearing out addictive behavior, and that can be anything relating to the realm of thoughts and ideas, or substances, or just habits that no longer serve your actual true mission and purpose, the life that you truly want to choose deep inside of yourself. So with an awareness to Jupiter in Taurus, we can really activate and harness and open up that energy. So it's also about finding the confidence within, and understanding that we find the confidence not only accidentally, but we find the confidence because we also teach us to be confident. And that confidence is something we can build up like a muscle, like a memory. We can become confident because we go in that direction step by step, and that confidence is crafted because we chose to craft it, because we are the magicians, we are the craftsmen and the craftswomen and the crafts beings that are actually shaping this reality and this experience. What is also special right now about the North and South node with Chiron on the North node is this axis of Libra and Aries is ruled by the planets of Venus and Mars. Venus relating to Libra and Mars relating to Aries. And right now those two are in conjunction as well. And they are in conjunction in Aquarius, where we just had this huge revelation of new Aquarian insights with Pluto entering, and then a lot of the planets passing through, and now many have moved into Pisces, which is the realm that is kind of beyond. And Aquarius is the realm that, while we are in direct connection and communication with everything beyond, Aquarius is also very much about the fragmentation of the self and understanding uniqueness, not only understanding it, but understanding the necessity of it, of being uniquely you, and what that actually means. And understanding that every single being carries a unique set of information that is needed in the collective consciousness in order to be, in order to exist. And depending on how that information is activated, we can support this collectiveness in raising the vibration and raising the frequency, and therefore changing the whole experience of existence. And we become better at doing that, the more deeply we allow ourselves to express who we really are. And of course, this can sometimes be a tricky thing to find out. Even for yourself, you may be asking yourself, I don't know who I really am. And someone else may be asking themselves, well, I know who I really am, but I just don't know how to implement it. And I feel like when we really give ourselves time, truly time, to sit, to contemplate on that question, when you really ask yourself that question and you give yourself time to contemplate, you will be revealed the next steps. You will be revealed the next idea, the next sensation that brings you closer and closer. And I trust that you already have access. I mean, we all have access already, but I trust that you are already aware of that access that you have to your inner truth. So right now, with this whole Chiron conjunction, it is about experiencing that fear standing in between you and that truth, and slowly, but steadily finding urge, finding impulse, momentum to overcome that. To stand in it, go through it, and out the other end. And this may not be an overnight process. This may be needing some day after day. This may be needing some month after month consistency, some dedication, some willpower. So cultivating those areas in your life. And it's great because we can use one area in life, cultivate willpower there, and then we can apply that same willpower in another area of life because we already have felt it. So maybe there's an area in your life that you have access to this feeling more easily, and then you can search for it there, cultivate it there, craft that relationship, nourish that part of yourself, and then you can try applying it to that other area in which you have been struggling maybe. And yeah, there is also, of course, right now a heightened energy, the energy of Virgo, of being overly focused on small little details that need to be perfect, perfectionism, obsessively compulsing over things. And that is a shadow aspect also of Virgo. So be mindful that it is about taking steps in the right direction, not about perfection, because we are perfection when we are in the process and not at the goal. We are perfection when we are truthful and honest, not when we are pretending to be something that we are not yet, or something that we think needs to be a certain way. But allowing yourself to actually redefine and rewrite, those ideas, and making them more personal, making them more unique, giving them a unique way of being witnessed and observed. Yeah, it's a time full of intense triggers. It's a very loaded time. I feel a lot of tension in the air. I feel also Jupiter can also be experienced as a thunderstorm, a thunder and lightning storm, and it's this dense energy that can feel heavy and like a cloud, but it can feel like, oof, there's a big storm and it's so uncomfortable and everything's getting dark and I'm scared and I don't know what to do and I need to hide and save myself, and I'm in awe of this power. And it's the kind of power and the kind of force that leaves us just feeling so tiny in life, and utilizing that feeling not to diminish yourself, but to open yourself up to connecting with that sense of awe, with that connection to what is being perceived as an even bigger part of that small self that is also yourself, because everything is connected. And this great being, this great deity that so many are worshiping, that great mystery, is also you. It's just a different perception. It's a different perspective of existence, but it's still you, and you are part of this. You're part of that bigger mystery. And so you can access the communication with that bigger mystery. And when that storm has passed, when the thunder has rolled and the lightning and some things may have been destroyed in the process, ultimately we still find nourishment. We find new life. We find the ability to build things up again. The soils and the air have been nourished with the nitrogen coming out of the lightning rods. And nitrogen is needed for growth of plants, so we must not fear these lightnings. It's electricity. It's also something that gives us so much life, so much creativity, and we all use electricity every day. You're using electricity right now if you're watching this, and it's the same thing that may cause you fear as a lightning. Is also when we harness it, we can use it for so many beautiful, innovative things. And this is the beautiful moment of Aquarius energy, of Piscean energy, of Taurus, of Virgo. It's how to craft those things that scare us and utilize them for tapping into the beauty, tapping into the marvel and the wonder, and connecting with something that we didn't think was possible. And once we make it possible, it opens up a whole nother dimension and realm of experience and existence. So allowing yourself to think big, to be big, to be unique, to be yourself. Yeah. And of course, there may be a lot of excitement, and there may also be a lot of anxiety, because this is essentially also similar energies. So yeah, just a friendly reminder to nourish the body, also to ground, because we are an embodied being, and everything, all of the ideas, all of the awareness, all of the consciousness, we have the ability to ground it into the body, to become it, to manifest with our doing, with our being. So let's make sure to also honor the temple you are in. Honor and worship the body that you are. The organs, the limbs, your ability to think, your brain, your heart, your lungs that are breathing every day. Allow yourself to worship and pray and cherish what you can do. And then allow yourself to expand that a little bit and test the magic that comes out of that tiny expansion. And then slowly start unraveling a little more and more of that magic. And things that will fall away, that will fall apart, that will radically change, allow yourself to honor them, but allow that change to happen. Allow those changes to happen. And dedicate yourself to being in service of finding your authentic dream, your authentic desire. Finding the thing that you most want in life and are most afraid of, and allowing yourself to take steps in that direction. that conjunction between Venus and Mars in Aquarius is a perfect symbol of those unified forces that allow for fertilization and birth giving to a new you, a new idea, a new way of acting, a new way of attracting. And it's a sensitive time because we are just in the very, very beginnings of this new experience, and we are not quite sure yet. We haven't rationalized we have not been able to tame yet some of those instinctual behaviors, because in this new terrain we may still be a very, very raw version of the self, a very primal embodiment, full of gut instinct, full of impulse and rage and power, and allowing ourselves to utilize that impulse to move, and at the same time inviting in the consciousness of the purpose of relating to something, giving us access to a higher truth, and that reflection of ourselves enabling us to see what we cannot see from our perspective. So allowing in that humility, allowing in that learning experience to integrate that and to be able to tame some of the raw primal force that may be overwhelming. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. I feel like I could keep going on and on and on, but very important things have already been said. And if you would like to know more, I am going to be sharing a tarot reading for this full moon, probably tomorrow or latest on Monday. So you can follow me here in the channel. You can check the YouTube links if you want to have some tarot guidance. Where I will also talk a little bit about the numerology, because we have this full moon at 1331, which is Berlin time and also German way of reading the clock. So that might change, of course, for people who are in different areas of the world. But for me, as the one channeling this information, for me, of course, that's a very auspicious number. And the 13 connects us to the tarot energy, to the archetype of transformation, otherwise called death. And also connects us to the archetype of the magician, of the magus, and to the archetype of the empress. And I will be talking a little bit more about those and how that connects, and diving a bit more into those mysteries. So feel free to join me if you are equally excited about this crazy life. And I thank you so much for listening. I didn't even mention there's just a small reminder that this is happening in 16, the Chiron is right now in 16 degrees, and that's where the conjunction was. And what you have in 16 degrees of Aries or 16 degrees of Libra, those areas in your life are the ones transforming right now. And if you don't have anything there, you can also check the people in your life representing those areas. But also you can just check what house that falls into in your chart, and then that also represents an area of your life. And also the angles, so what is happening on your Cancer and Capricorn axis, especially in 16 degrees, that can also be highly, highly relevant for you right now. And if you would like some more personal guidance, you can feel free to reach out for a reading or some guidance from me. And I wish you a happy time of integrating, processing, being, finding. I'm grateful to be in service here, and I'm sending you out a lot of strength, a lot of blessings, and most importantly, a lot of courage and love. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.